It would appear that Christine's book, Sister Wife, may have had an unintended side effect in that if any of Kody's kids read the book, to quote Mykelti, they will become part of the I Hate Kody Club. Of course, that's assuming they weren't already members of said club. The death of Garrison has proven to be a pivotal moment for all of Kody's kids when it comes to how they will now approach their relationship with their father moving forward. Kody's most sympathetic child to his whims has always been Mykelti, and she has historically made excuse upon excuse for why Kody is the way that he is. But after Garrison's memorial services, she has opened up on her Patreon about needing to put some distance between herself and Kody and Robin. Well, with the release of Christine's book, Mykelti is being more open than ever about what she thinks about her dad's objectively bad behavior. We need to talk about what Mykelti has said about her thoughts on her dad while reading her mom's book. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Watching Sister Wives, it really makes me feel bad for these kids about just how shitty it is that you can't pick your family. A while ago, Mykelti had made a comment on her Patreon that she knew she had to make 90% of the effort when it came to maintaining a relationship with her dad. And at the time, that was something she was willing to do in order to have him in her life. How messed up is that? That was a while before Garrison passed away. After Garrison passed, I had really thought, well, at least I had hoped that this was the thing that lit a fire under Kody to bring his family back together. Before season 19 started airing, we had heard reports that something went down at one of these memorial services that made a lot of Kody's kids say enough is enough and to heck with their dad and Robin. While we may never know the specifics of what exactly went down, the fact that it was enough for even Mykelti to say, yeah, I can't do this anymore, it had to be pretty egregious. With the release of Christine's book, followers of the Brown family are getting an even clearer picture on just what a self-absorbed asshat Kody has always been. Kody Brown does not do anything that does not benefit himself above all else. We already knew from watching the show that the OG3 did a fair amount of just straight up lying to their kids about Kody being a good parent. Every time Janelle would say on the show that he was just such a great dad, we would all collectively recoil and be like, what? One of the things I especially gleaned from reading Christine's book is that the only times Kody was engaging in what might even consider to be babysitter-esque type duties, it was when everyone had to be doing what Kody wanted to do. He would watch his kids if they were all watching his favorite movies. He was simply allowing his family to exist in his orbit. And really, they never showed enough gratitude for that in Kody's opinion. We've got to talk about this book club that Mykelti just did. So she's been doing this book club where she's been reacting to what she's read in her mom's book while answering questions from the audience. I think this was like her third installment. To say I was stunned by some of the things Mykelti had to say would be an understatement. Because Patreon is a paywalled platform, I'm not going to be reposting her content, but we will discuss some of the things she had to say. Right off the bat, Mykelti wanted to clarify this part in the epilogue of Christine's book where Christine claims that Kody and Robin were the ones who severed ties with Mykelti. Of this passage, Mykelti says, technically, they didn't sever ties with her. However, they do fundamentally disagree on a few things. Mykelti goes on to say that they have not been in communication, but she feels like it's more of a mutual thing rather than one side cut off the other. And Mykelti acknowledges that Kody and Robin are displeased with some of the things Mykelti has done and said, while Mykelti says she is displeased with some of the things they've done and said. Mykelti went on to say that she doesn't think any of her siblings have read or plan to read Christine's book. And then she dropped that first line that had me like, whoa. She said, only read Christine's book if you want to be part of the Hate Kody Club. Wow. I mean, she actually makes reference to this I Hate Kody club a couple times throughout this book club. And here's the next bombshell that Mykelti gave us. In response to this question, do you think you and Kody will ever be able to mend things? Is it mainly you and Kody or both Kody and Robyn equally? Mykelti answers, if my dad died tomorrow, I would have so many regrets. With that being said, Mykelti says she's not in an emotional place where she could handle a conversation with him. Then she goes on to say, the only way to get to a mending place she feels is for the show to end. And she went on to clarify that the reason why she says this is because filming a reality show, you're never allowed to just move on. You're constantly having to go back in time and answer questions and relive chaotic, messy, dramatic, even perhaps traumatic moments in your very real life. With someone like Kody, who has a very rules for thee but not for me attitude about shit talking on the show, if any family member says anything less than glowing about him in an interview, well, they're just part of the gossip mill. There's a vicious cycle that's been created in this family of people not being able to get over what they hear other people say about them on the show. So Mykelti is saying, really, the only hope these kids have to have a relationship with their dad is for Kody to not do the show anymore. Kody needs to rejoin the masses where our personal opinions on family members in heated moments of contention are not interview fodder. They're just our personal thoughts. I'm sure Mykelti is not the first family member to make this statement, but with her making it fairly publicly, Kody's future moves will be really telling. He won't be able to feign ignorance with why he and his kids just can't get along. They are paving a way forward for him. And if he decides, nah, I want to keep doing this show, well, that will confirm for his kids everything they already know about Kody, that he values the notoriety and the money above them. It's really heartbreaking. Although those of us who are longtime viewers of Sister Wives would hate to see the show end, I think we all would understand how easy of a decision it should be for Kody to say, to heck with the show. We aren't portraying the positive aspects of plural marriage anymore. We aren't even portraying plural marriage at all anymore. All of this is negatively impacting my children. Let me hang up my reality TV hat and work on my real life relationships. While we would be sad to see the show go, we would all understand that. But I highly doubt Kody will ever proactively walk away from Sister Wives. I think that the network would have to cancel the series. And for that reason, I'm just here being till the wheels fall off type of viewer that I am. And as long as the show is on the air, I mean, I'm still going to continue to talk about it. I guess that's just the vicious cycle that we as viewers are in. It is what it is. But it is very interesting for one of Kody's kids to put the solution to the problem out there. A solution we all know is too high of a price for Kody to pay. For the average child of a reality star, this isn't really going scorched earth, but for Mykelti Padron, this is about as real as she has ever gotten when talking about her dad. She was putting a lot of his neglect out there when validating her mother's stories from her book. For example, Mykelti adds a time she remembers pre-COVID in Flagstaff when Christine was going on a cruise. I think it was a LuLaRoe cruise that she went on with Mary. Mykelti went down to Flagstaff to watch Truly, Isabel, and Gwen, and while she was there, Kody never came over. And Mykelti was super pissed to read that Kody said to Isabel's face that he couldn't travel with her for surgery because he had a family at home relying on him. Isabel is your family too, Kody. Mykelti even says if your child is in a hospital bed and they ask you to sing for them, you sing. For Mykelti to openly criticize Kody and not make excuse after excuse, this is a big deal. Kody is not going to be getting any cloak of charity from his ex-family when it comes to his behavior on and off the show. Going forward, it's going to be a what Kody and Robyn have to say versus what everyone else says, and the viewers are going to have to decide who they believe. And who do you think viewers are going to believe? I mean, the OG family has the numbers. Mykelti also spilled a bit of tea stating that when the family got the show, they got some sort of, I guess, lump sum of money. Maybe it was an advance or something like that. And with that money, Kody bought the little white Lexus. That money didn't go to paying off credit card debt or into savings accounts for the kids or anything like that. It went to buy Kody something flashy. And doesn't that just speak volumes to where Kody's priorities have always been? I, for one, am so excited for this new era that Mykelti is in. She seems to be really over her dad's bullshit. And she's done playing nice, hoping for just a morsel of attention. I hope Mykelti keeps the same energy as she watches season 20. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check out my second channel, Sarah Spills, and the podcast, Mostly Harmless, and my website, level42studios.com. Links for all of that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, X, and TikTok at realiteasquad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.